But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion right is Watkins. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. 4th down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, that's Watkins. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez. Here in Baltimore. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. In motion right is Watkins. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Six nothing our score after 1. In motion right is Watkins. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Jackson now. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. On first down, Drake. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kenyon Drake taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. They'll try and run with Drake, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the 10. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you've just watched your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
In motion left is Watkins. After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. In motion left is Watkins. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
That was a nice grab. Just couldn't get the feet down, right? You need that toe tap sequence there. Whatever size shoe he's wearing, probably need about a half size smaller to complete that one.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 25 yards to the house. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Mahomes finding Juju there for the Kansas City first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, so that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 29, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Open man is Duvernay. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman on the touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And they are able to add on to their advantage. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run with Drake. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field. And
I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
23 yards, the final tally. In motion right is Watkins. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. To throw is Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, 45 yards. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. And we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Up the middle they go with Drake. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Dobbins trying the left side. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime, but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards.
You know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm. So I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I can beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, just the way I'm feeling. I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kill, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. More than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Key 26, key 26.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Hey, watch the slant.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Ready.
14's the mic. 14's the mic.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. JPP cruising in for the sack that time. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Watch the slant.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go, baby.
Ready, set.
40's the mic. Here we go. 40's the mic.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. from the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
To about the 35, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Watch 18. 18's the mic. Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Okay, ready? Check 26, check 26. All right. Let's go, B, let's go.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flushed out right. Hurts fumbles it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll get it to Drake running left. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay,
and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards. And the Ravens come.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.